quote I chose to do is never do today what you can put off till next week. Quoted by a student. I couldn't agree less with this person, honestly. He must not be a very good student if he's a student. Because personally, this week I was actually faced with a dilemma because I got my work schedule on Saturday and I found out that I have to work tonight. But I have exams 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. But knowing my job, I'm gonna have to stay the night probably till about 2 a.m. So that leaves about 5 hours in between going to sleep or getting home and going to class. So then on Saturday when I got it, I was thinking to myself, what should I do? Should I cram all night, get home at 2:30, probably grab a Rockstar, drink it, and stay up all night and study and just cram, then take the exam, get home, and go to sleep? Or should I do the responsible thing, read now, do the study guide now, and just go to work, go to bed that night, actually get to sleep, and not put it off, as the quote said. But I did actually study, and I read the book, and I did it now. Because I know, because then it comes tomorrow morning, I'm gonna ace that exam. And my goal is to get an A, I'm not gonna get a C. C's do get degrees, but A will get me to the next level. The way I learned this is in high school. I remember my first semester, my senior year, I got a 2.5 GPA. Yeah, that was pretty bad. The second semester of high school, it kind of clicked in my head finally that I kind of have to grow up, kind of have to probably start applying myself. And I know it's gonna kind of late, but better late than never, really. But I actually started turning in projects early, actually reading the book. Yeah, who knew that actually worked? But then actually applying myself, doing all the little things right. At the end of the day, it is all the little things that you have to do right. But yes, and I pulled off my second semester in high school. My last semester, I got a 3.6 GPA. But again, it's by not putting it off, by doing the things you need to do right now, and really just going head first and do it all. Again, never do today what you can put off till next week, said the worst person ever.
You get to stay extra late tonight,
Just now you're not sorry about this a little bit. Yeah. See? You didn't put it on?
I feel red.
No.
Tan.
Look at all. You got a little white string and thing going on. You got the hair like Jesus. Good for you. You know what sounds good right now? Food. Yeah. It's gonna be bad for
All right, Alan. Generally, you don't want to start with the quote as the attention device, but I thought that once you got past that, you had a very clear statement of what your point of view was, and you forcefully expressed that. That's exactly what you want to do at the beginning. It doesn't look like there's going to be much of an organizational structure at the beginning because you don't really set up a preview, but as I'm listening to your presentation, you got two distinct examples that you're going to use, and you actually keep them pretty organized. You're not bouncing around and wandering on them. You tell the story about work and your test tomorrow pretty effectively, and then you review your high school career also pretty effectively. You probably think of a few more details that might make it interesting later on, but at the moment I thought you did a good job developing that and making it apply to the point that you were talking about. On the presentation issues, which is what we're really focusing on here, I think that your voice projects pretty well. It's pretty regular while you're speaking. Your gestures are a little bit limited. You keep your hands kind of down most of the time. Once in a while there's a little bit of an indicator, but I think you could be a little bit more expansive. I thought your facial expressions were actually pretty effective. You seem to be communicating quite a bit with your expressions to the audience, and that's, you convey, sometimes your frustration or your, indignation that you're in that situation with the smile on your face or something like that, and I thought that that worked really well. Your eye contact with the audience is a little bit problematic, though, because you have a tendency, you kind of look up, but you never really seem to be looking at people, and you're not doing it regularly, so you want to be more practiced and proficient at doing that sort of thing. Your body movement, sometimes you're shuffling around a little bit. I think you could be a little bit more deliberate in the movements. It just seems more like that's where, if there is anxiety, it's just coming out a little bit. You're not pacing or doing anything really, Gesundheit. You're not really doing anything destructive there, but I think you could be in more control if you plant your feet a little bit more firmly or step forward occasionally to emphasize the point. I think that would help quite a bit. Like I said, other than that, I didn't see anything that would be anxiety producing, and I thought you had a really excellent conclusion to the speech so that we know exactly how you felt about things. That was the point you were trying to make. Good job.